Yes, sir. Welcome back to Business After Business. I am your host, Commissioner Gordon. We are here live at Zuby's Taco Kitchen on Virginia Avenue. Joining me now, man, friend of the show. Like, I don't even want to call you a friend, family member. Kweillin Gordon of Greenwood Whiskey. Listen, KG, I had to have you come back out, bro, because I was in with Greenwood on the infant stages. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud to say that I'm watching you and the whole team grow the Greenwood Whiskey brand and expand to where it is now. And I can see the vision for where it's going and what it's becoming. You are in a position where a lot of people seldom find themselves. Some people hit a plateau and like, this is all they're gonna do. But I can see you're gaining steam, you're gaining momentum, you're at these locations, you're in with these people, and a lot of people are pushing the brand. Talk about that effort that it took to get to that space, because like I said, some people get there and they say, okay, a lot of people are talking about me, and then they just get content. Tell me about, like, one, the effort it took to get there, because it's not just you, it's a whole team.
Yeah, absolutely.
That effort that the whole team put in, and then like the vision for the next few years of Greenwood Whiskey.
Yeah, it's been tough, man. One of the toughest things I ever did, like in life. Like I don't know how I chose to like, hey, let's start a whiskey brand. How hard can it be? Like, yeah, it's really hard, you know? Like we're in the industry where our competitors have been around for 100 plus years, right? Conglomerates that's intertwined with people's psyche, you know, like you hear certain brands, before we was born, you heard these brands. They got huge budgets and they continue to put their brand forward. So for us, it was like, what do we do different? Like, how do we compete in this landscape as David going against a Goliath? And for us, it was about community. So like that was part of our plan. Like we have an authentic conversation with our community, people that understand the brand, understand our goal, understand our mission, and we feed them, right? So for us, it was continuously getting out, touching the people, getting in front of the public, having conversations, in essence, having them experience the Greenwood brand. And like you mentioned, it's not just myself, it's a team of people, a team of supporters that get out here and make this happen, right? And some of those supporters are on payroll, but the majority of them aren't. Majority of them just say, hey, I appreciate what y'all are doing. In this space, we're gonna support you. I'm gonna tell 2 or 3 people, I'm gonna tell 4 or 5 people. And before you know it, like the brand has continued to grow. But what it took for us is just consistency, like day in, day out, getting up and putting in the work without a focus on the results. In essence, just trusting that process, working, and eventually confident enough to know the results take care of themselves.
And step by step, like I think one of the big things that I've seen is you don't skip the step. Like everybody wants to go from 0 to 100, and you miss number 12, you miss number 72, you miss those steps in between. You want to be, I'm gonna start it, boom, I want it to be the biggest thing ever. And one of the things that I will always also say that I've noticed is that just because Greenwood is Black owned, you're not just isolating it to Black people. You know what I'm saying? Talk about that decision, because a lot of people say, hey, it's Black owned, it's for us, by us. You know what I'm saying? And if a white person walk up to your tent, you like, get away from here. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think, so that was intentional with us, making sure we have a quality product. So before you look at it, we're Black owned, understand we took time to build some quality whiskey for you to consume. And it's for everybody that likes quality whiskey, right? It happenstance that we are Black owned. We do have conversations. We do celebrate Black culture. We do celebrate Black excellence. But that's something that I feel like everybody should celebrate culture, celebrate excellence in the community. So that doesn't just mean we're confined to the Black community in regards to purchasing and consumption habits, right? Like if you like good whiskey, I think we're the brand for you.
When people see like the number 9 on other labels or number 25 on other labels or whatever the different labels are, talk about that, because you've had several different recipes.
Yes. And I wonder if we can grab a bottle too, that'd be great. But let's see if we go.
Megan, you grab a bottle.
I use a green real quick. Thank you. So we got we'll leave these here so everybody can see them. But like, that's a great point, right? So it was, I read a book called, before I started the brand, it was a book called The Lean Startup, right? And one of the things that it focused on was the MVP, minimum viable product. So that was fancy language for me, is that, it don't got to be perfect. Like, you put a product together, put your best foot forward,
right,
and then get feedback from your consumer base, and they'll tell you the direction to go. So what happens oftentimes, people, entrepreneurs and other people, just, you want to focus on having it perfect before you go to market with it. Like, I got to have this right, I got to have this right, I got to have this right. And usually that's a waste of time, because even when you do that, your audience is going to tell you, oh, well, I wish it was this, or maybe it was this, right? So with us, we were like, all right, we put together the best that we could. We took our time and then put it out there, and we took feedback. We listened. It's a two-way street, right? They was like, okay, we like this feature, or we like this feature. I like a little bit more rye, or I like a little less rye. And we went back and we tweaked it and we kept working. Like, that's something that's never going to change. Like, it is a pursuit of perfection, you know, a pursuit that most people don't get to. You never touch perfection. That's why it's called pursuit. Right. So we're going to keep pursuing it and keep adjusting it, until we get to a space where our clients and our consumer base tells us not to.
Now, we touched on it. Talk about how important it is to build that team. Yeah. We talked about it before. Like, it's not just you. You're the man with the concept, the idea. I want to do this. And then you have to get people to say, oh, shit, I'm rocking with you. Let's do that.
Yeah.
How did you strategically put those people in place? Because you have people in places that I'm like, oh, okay, I see why he's there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I understand that.
I think that was the most important piece, is building a team. Right. And that came from me. I've tried other entrepreneurial things in the past where it was like a solo entrepreneur. And I only got so far with that. And it was me realizing my shortcomings. Like, I was like, I know how, I'm good at this, but I'm not so much good at this. You see what I'm saying? I have great ideas, but sometimes in execution, that's just not my bag. Like, I don't do that well. So when building a team, understanding that, hey, I need to have people around me that also complement my weaknesses, per se, and it's their strength. And that way we're stronger together. And with the brand, with the whole rationale that this is about community. So I can't have a brand talking about community and I'm the only one doing it. Like, I gotta have community. Right. So part of it was other people's strength and people who believe. Because that goes a long way. People gotta believe in the mission, and not only believe in the mission, willing to take the time to contribute to it as well. Because there's a lot of believers, but everybody doesn't have the bandwidth to be like, all right, I could be out, I could help you. I could be there all day from 8 a.m. till 2 a.m. We out, visiting accounts, going to events, doing tastings. Everybody doesn't have the ability to do that. So it's a fine line of talent and also, I say, grit and the ability to move forward and help and see something that's bigger than us and willing to put forth the effort to make that happen.
And for those who don't know, talk about where you are in terms of liquor stores, where you are in terms of online, and what is, like I said, the vision for where you're looking to expand to later.
Yeah. So I'm glad you asked me that, because we've come a long way. Like, I think we first had this conversation, like it wasn't too many places, but the support has been tremendous, right? So like, Georgia is home, Atlanta is home. Currently, we're over 400 locations in the state of Georgia. That includes bars, restaurants, lounges, and liquor stores. We're also in over 200 locations in the state of Virginia. We're also in several hundred locations in the state of Oklahoma. And we recently opened up Dallas, the city of Dallas, and Houston in Texas. And that's a big market. And we have a partnership with Total Wine to open up that marketplace. So, we're extremely busy. Online, we're available. Like, you can order directly from our website, and we ship to 44 states. So pretty much wherever you are, you can have Greenwood Whiskey delivered to your front door.
How was it to get a partnership with Total Wine? Like, I'm just knowing from looking, and then how was that journey to get to a space where people say, oh, we can open up these doors for you?
Mm-hmm. No, it was what you called it, definitely a journey, right? In this space, and I think a lot of things in life, oftentimes for us, you have to prove your value. It's not like, hey, I'm showing up, I got this great idea, you should partner with me. It has to be some sort of proof of concept. And I think that's what we've had over the years with our head down, just, hey, go in here, doing this, showing the numbers, keeping our data, and showing the data, showing us hitting our KPIs, showing the growth, and it came to a point where, okay, this makes sense. So and it has to be something that's mutually beneficial. I think I always say that. So like partnering Total Wine, if it only benefited us, they wouldn't do it, right? So they did it because it benefited them as well.
Right.
From the standpoint of, hey, we have a marketing push. We have boots on the ground. We're going to show up. We're going to be in Total Wine. We do tastings, hand out samples. We're going to push it. We're going to push it via social media. We have POS marketing and advertising we're going to have in the store. So that type of thing adds value to them. And we're just not another brand on the shelf, because they got plenty of brands just sitting on the shelf with nobody showing up. You're going to have a founder group such as myself showing up, shaking hands, talking to the consumer base, and you don't get that from other brands.
Talk about the production side of it. Like you just talk about expanding. You're in Virginia, you're in Georgia, you're in Texas, you're in Oklahoma. Talk about that production. Like how easy or difficult is it to keep up with the production on every new store that you pick up?
It's extremely difficult, right? What happens as you grow, there's growing pains, and what got you here will not take you to that next level. And for us, you got to figure it out. So it's like we had a process in place where, hey, from a production standpoint, we do this over a week's time. We produce X amount of cases. We're good. But then now, like that increases and it's not incremental. So it's like, all right, so it costs us more labor to produce additional cases. And then we have to service the accounts, service the places that we are. So I think inherently what happens is you have to grow the team to get there.
Right.
Or you have the team and their roles have to grow and expand, right? And it could be a challenge in itself. But I think the catch-22 is like, when do you do that? In my eyes, if you wait until you get to X point, it's too late. You may not get there. So you have to anticipate and be optimistic about growth and plan in advance, and then set those things up in advance, and then eventually you'll hit that mark, right?
So, and again, like this is very difficult business. A lot of people have the thing of where I can start X, Y, Z, and I won't just limit it to the alcohol distribution vehicle. I'm talking about just entrepreneurship in general.
Yeah.
Teamwork, vision.
Yeah.
You talked about having the foresight and doing everything and having roles established. These guys that you picked as your teammates, you've known for a while.
Mm-hmm.
They're not just guys that you just, they read an ad in the paper and they said, oh, I'm good with accounting. Oh, I'm good at marketing. You know what I'm saying? You've had these guys on your team. You've known them for a while. How do you separate that friendship from the business side of it?
And that's another hard one too, right? So it's a line, and you're an athlete, ex-athlete. You understand the sports where it's literally a team where we have one goal. We have a team goal, right? So in that team dynamics, sometimes individual goals are compromised. So it was one of those things where individually we have a relationship, but at this point, the team goal is the most important, and we have to put some of that individual stuff to the side for the team, right? So one of the benefits of me knowing everybody is that, hey, we can have a real conversation. I don't got to dance around, tiptoe around feelings, anything like that. Like I've known you for years. We've had real conversations about other stuff. But this one is about business. So I think that's the benefit, but like you said, on the other side of that coin, it's challenging to manage that, keep that friend relationship solid and not necessarily take a business issue and bring that home to a friendship. So like that's definitely a challenging component. But as long as we understand the bigger mission and the bigger goal, I think we all get past that.
One piece of advice to a startup entrepreneur who's thinking about making that step. He's afraid that if he get out there, money or time, whatever it is, what piece of advice would you give them?
Do it now. The advice is to do it now. Do not wait, because you're not going to get it right. You're not going to get it right. Like, you're going to make mistakes. But the key is to make those mistakes faster and sooner and learn from them. Mm-hmm. So like the longer you wait and wait and procrastinate rather on, hey, I'm going to start next month, or when I get this together, I'm going to start now. You just go and do it, and you're going to learn along the way. Oh, I should do this. oh, I should do that. Okay. And pivot. So like, that's the key. It's resilience and being able to pivot, but you got to get started. Like you wasting time by sitting back and thinking that, hey, next year I'm gonna have it all together. Just another year going past that's not getting you closer to your goal. So I would say be fearless and start now. I know that's tough because I think as entrepreneurs,
Right.
you have to have that gene in my eyes where we got to be a little crazy. Like we a little bit insane to be entrepreneurs. Let me tell you why, because we believe in stuff that we can't see with our eyes. If you walk around saying like, I see ghosts, people gonna think that you a little bit thrown, right? But for us, like that's what it is. Like I see it in my mind's eye. Like we an international brand, but nothing in front of me proves that or can show that. But yet I see it, I believe it, and I act on it. So not only having the faith, but acting on it. I walk around here, act like I run an international brand, right? And that could, what happens, that's how you get there in my eyes.
True.
Taking actions, gotta be an actioneer.
So there you have it again, KG, my brother. I'm proud of you all the time. Hey, listen, what was that? I was doing Greenwood commercials.
Yeah, right.
I just had people call me, hey man, did they write that for you? I'm like, man, I'm just coming up with some stuff. But hey, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of the whole gang. It fills me up with joy every time I see y'all guys and y'all out here doing y'all thing. I'm like, hey man, those my people. And you know, you already know anything I can do to help, y'all got it. You know what I'm saying? And just like you've always been there whenever I needed you. So yeah, I appreciate you. Go check out Greenwood. You heard him. It's an international brand. You heard it here first. It's international. So go check out Greenwood Whiskey. It's available online. It's available wherever you are right now.
Yep.
Go check it out. Again, KG.
My man, I appreciate the support, man, from A1 from day one. So thank y'all. And thank everybody else who supported and bought the bottle of whiskey. Even if you didn't buy it when you told 2-3 people about it, we appreciate that for sure. So thank you.
We used to always do it. It was Greenwood Whiskey, Celebration Whiskey. You heard the bit.